My days. Okay, boys. We're back. Let me edit this. Oh my god. Was I gonna edit something real quick? Restream. 1 second, boys. And we're set. Alright, we are back. Let me check out who is here. Pardon me. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Hey, let me get you all updated on what happened. Alright. So last round, we got into this position where Pietro was slightly worse, and then the opponent played rook d3. We didn't see this because we were on a delay, but today we have the game, and I mean today we have the game as in we we look at the move and Pietro just takes and the opponent instantly resigns because this is just checkmate. And this is what the opponent missed in the game. Very fortunate for us. And we move on. So we take and then opponent resigns. We move on to today's game. We start off with e4. We get some Sicilian. Knight f6, knight c3, g6. Okay. All looks normal. All looks normal. But it's not apparently. Queen c7 a mistake. Queen c7 a mistake. Okay, so interesting. Queen c7, d3, also a mistake. e5 apparently the move to play here. And after knight g4, bishop d4. No, d4 immediately. Okay. So what happens if takes though? Knight d5. Oh, the point of the move. Wait, what? I thought the point of the move. I'm trying to understand. Wait, d4? What changed? Knight d4. Queen b8? Queen b8? Bishop g5? Okay, this looks unhuman. Okay, so bishop g5, we attack the pawn. Knight f6. Wait, what? Okay, this looks very... This looks like... And I don't know why we sacked the pawn. Like, why not knight d5, queen b8? And, oh, we sacked the pawn so we can go bishop g5. So d4 takes. Bishop g5. What about f6? No, f6 is horrible. Okay, so we have something like this. Okay. Wow. We are in a much worse position though. Wait, hold up. Let's continue. Bishop g5, e6, knight f6. Knight has to take, and this position is horrible for like. Okay, so this is the point, but opponent misses that and castles instead. e5, good move by well, good move by opponent. Knight g4, knight d5, and queen d8, and then bishop f4. So this is a mistake. So what was needed again? Bishop to g5. Okay, h6, bishop h4, rook e8. Oh my days. Okay. Okay, boys. What do we think? What do we think? I we got Soviet Union. We got Shivash. Hi from Russia. What are you looking for? Okay, we got two. Who was streaming? I'm streaming. We got Manglore is playing the tournament. Pietro, you got this. How's the tournament of Pietro? He's on 3.5 out of 8. Out of 8. Well, it says out of 7. I'm not sure what happened. I think he might have had a bye for one round. So he's on 3.5 out of 7. He's doing fine, to be honest. He's doing fine. Not too shabby. Bishop f4 is the position we have. Opponent misplayed it. Bishop g5 and h6. Bishop h4 and rook e8 was apparently was apparently a better continuation. Something like this. But after g5, I mean bishop g3. What is this knight doing here? Let's say a6. This looks like a really complicated position, by the way. I just want to point that out. Oh, okay, we have to defend this knight. This looks pretty complicated. Pietro's thinking right now. So we're only on move 10. Okay. What do we think, chat? What do we think? I think, let's look at this. So queen d8 and then bishop f4. Pietro has to play a6 or d6. So one of these two moves. d6 doesn't seem... Well, actually, I was gonna say it doesn't seem too good, but it seems fine, actually. Make a knight, make a square for the knight. Because we don't have this right now. So if d6, what about h3? Oh, we just take here. Okay, this is beautiful. So, d6, e6. Okay. See how Pietro's feeling? Because he's thinking right now. His opponent has been thinking for a good sum of time. What's his opponent's rating? His opponent is 1900. From Germany. Matthias Ruth. Okay, not Matthias Bluebaum. Not Matthias Bluebaum, but Matthias Ruth. Has anyone here been following the candidates? Pokemon? Hey? Hello. Has anyone been following the candidates recently? Okay. I mean, it's a tight position, man. It's a tight position. What do we play here? What about something like b6? So Pietro has to do something that challenges the opponent right away. So d6 or a6 because we need to get this knight into a better, like we need to secure this knight a better square. So bishop g5 here. He keeps the tension and he gets rid of the square for the knight. So rook e8. And then bishop e7. Wow. Wait. Oh. The computer sacks two pieces. I mean, it exchanges two pieces for the rook. And I was so confused why. But the knight is literally trapped. Like, everywhere is trapped. Like, look at them. Like, what? Okay. Wow. Okay, that's not too shabby. That's not too shabby. So, this is what is... This is a potential. That was a potential variation. Opponent misses that. Bishop f4. I mean, in my opinion. Wow, wait. What happens if Pietro just snatches the pawn? This comes through. What if he snatches it like this? Bishop c6. What if he takes like this then? Bishop c6. Knight c6. Knight e7. Oh, okay. And after this, it's just knight Wow. Okay. So this is why bishop g5 was better. But bishop f4 now. We have to play a6 or d6, or else any other move than this is +1 at minimum. So let's see what Pietro's gonna come up with. Let's see how this goes. What do we think, though? Let's see. He has a good time advantage, but we're gonna see how. Where did the opponent think? Because he has. Opponent thought a lot on d3. He spent 12 minutes on this move. When in fact he should have played e5 immediately. Knight g8 and then knight d5. This looks like a very complicated position though. Like, wow, computer says 8-6, which does not look human, so I'm not gonna play that out. But this looks pretty horrifying to be a part of actually. Queen b4, yeah, hit this. Pair this. f6. Oh my god, yeah, this looks horrible. So bishop f4 is the move. I mean, a6, what's the point of a6? Bishop c4, apparently best move. What about b5? Ooh, Pietro makes a move. Pietro plays e6. Ooh, that's not too good. Apparently. Wait, why is it not good though? Bishop c6, bc6, knight c3, and f6. Wow, okay. 6 and bishop c6, okay. Wait. Why is this bad though? e6, bishop c6, knight c3, and f6. Okay, so the structure is horrible. Maybe it's just because of the structural change. Wait, cause I don't fully understand. Knight c3, and is the argument just like you're not supposed to put the pawns on the bishop square? I think this might be the argument, cause I see things like a5, h3, knight h6, bishop g5, and queen b6. This doesn't look good though. Yeah, then 6 square, man. Poles will resign, but only a true, but smart people might make a draw, but only a true genius. Only true geniuses will win, of course. Which table is he at? He's on the right side. He's on the right side. Opponent makes a move after e6. Opponent makes. Okay, no, that's just the thing. Okay, e6. The reason this is a bad move, guys, is because of this. The pawns aren't supposed to be on the squares of the bishop. The bishop was supposed to get out somehow, like in this variation. If he takes, we take like this, and now we still have this d6 option and freeing up the piece like this. For example, oh, computer says f6 only a move here. Like that keeps the advantage. Fe5. Or I don't know if I want to take, but I guess I kind of have to. Let's just say this, and then d6, rook e2, and then a5, then queen h6. Okay. Let my cat in while we wait. e5. Bishop c6, opponent finds it, man. What happens if Pietro takes like this, though? Knight c3. Says f6 is the best move. It's +2. Wow, so this is +1.5 if he takes like this. He has to play f6 in basically any variation. ef6. Oh my god, okay, hold up. It says d5? What? Oh, okay, rook e4. Wow, so if the bishop's taken, there's rook to f4, okay. So d5, so the idea with f6 is after this, there's d5, and then after takes, there's this. This is the idea, but this is hard to see. This is hard to see. And if not that, if not f6, if something like this, and then take, there's just bishop d6. And this just controls the whole structure. I mean, you don't need this pawn. You can take it, bro. You don't need it. White is White is doing fine without it. And he's gonna pick it up eventually. So knight to e5. Knight to e5. How do we develop our piece? Queen b6. Queen f3. Queen takes b2. Knight to e4. Do you see this piece activity though? Like this just looks horrifying. Oh. Okay. What else do we have here? Okay, so Pietro takes with this pawn. It's +2 right now. It's +2. Opponent plays knight c3. And Pietro, if he doesn't play f6 or king h8, I think this is gonna go downhill. Apparently b6 is best, like third best move. h3, knight h6. Bishop g5 and queen c7. Hitting the pawn. And bishop b7 apparently, but like you develop the piece, but like this doesn't do anything. He can go here or here. Yeah, Pietro misplayed this, guys. This one looks a little hard. Okay. This position looks pretty hard. Oh, okay. So it's tight, man. Let's see. Oh, something was played. Knight c3. Okay. So as anticipated. So now what does Pietro do? Best move is best move is f6. This variation we showed. No, this is not that. Knight e4. That's e5. Queen d2. a4. Rook a1. Nope. b5. E takes f6. Knight f6. Bishop e5. a3. b3. Shut down that side. c4. You see how the computer just pushed the pawn and generated counterplay? Now we have to respond. And we trade off queens. And apparently, this is not as bad. And by the way, you don't have to take it. Knight f6, bishop f6, bishop f6, rook f6. Engine says this. And then take. And then rook b8. I mean, this is not that bad though, because there's chances here. You can mess this up with white. Kind of, I guess, after seeing this move. Not so, not so. Well, you can mess this up. If you trade off the knight wrongly, and then you trade off a pair of rooks, you can lose this. So, I mean, rook f8, rook a8, bishop b7. A7. Okay, so something like this, but so Pietro just has to push the pawn. Something like this. I love how computers generate counterplay like this. Like it's actually astonishing to see. Like he just pushed the pawn, not even developed, just pushing the p. I don't get it, but it somehow always tends to work out. Somehow. I mean, it's interesting. If you're getting attacked from one side, you have to defend from the other. Damn, man. So, let's see, chat. Did we say anything? No, we did not. Just had a crazy dream, by the way. Like I was dreaming. I just woke up. Oh my God, I was like getting robbed. There was like 4 iPhones involved. It was the most confusing thing ever. Looking at this position, and it's just like the more I look at it, Bulls will resign. I mean, yeah, man, but it looks rough. It looks rough. It is. Wait, what? Petro played knight to h6. Oh, he had to play f6. This is not good, guys. Because knight e4, and I guess his idea is knight f5, bishop g5, queen to c7, g4. Wow, this has some potential. It has h6. Look at that, and then and then knight f6, and you have to give up the exchange. So Pietro thought 4 minutes and 44 seconds on this move. Wow. Well, opponent's about to make a move. Let's see what he plays. He's rechecking. Okay, so I mean, overall, this game should be lost, but you never know. And Pietro says it himself: fools will resign. You don't resign. Let's see. I'm curious how the opponent's gonna play this because it's a +3 position. Bishop g5 is the best move. Opponent is thinking. We're gonna see here. Okay, so you know what I was thinking about? I'm thinking about how Pietro's playing these tournaments, right? He's a content creator also, and he's playing chess. I'm thinking about like chess isn't like basketball or soccer or football, where it's just like you watch the game and you understand what's going on. Like in football, the ball goes in the net, everyone just goes crazy because the ball went in the net. Like no one cares about the details of how it went in and how it was done. But like, man, like in chess, it's just like you have to be so precise, and you have to also like win the game after you score. Let's say like win material. You have to win the game. Like, okay, you scored as in you won an exchange, but now you have to convert the exchange. And in soccer, it's just like you score, you're up 1-0. Now you have to hold your advantage. Maybe make it 2-0. Maybe make it 1-1 and then 2-1. But like it's just like so much more simple. But in chess, it's just like not as exciting. Not as exciting. And like the game, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's it's interesting to say the least. This position in front of us, for example. And like Pietro is a content creator and he makes good content and like he takes these moments in games, which is hard to do. Like look at him. He's looking at the camera. He's he's thinking. Like it's hard to make this stuff go viral. Like he thinks about how to make this stuff interesting for us, which is like something hard to do. It's like you have to generate. I mean, there's interesting stuff that happens in the games, but it's just like there's one move that's played, and then 15 minutes later, another move is played, and it's not like, oh, one move, and then it's like, oh, it's like one move, and then you wait 15 minutes, and then it's like, oh, so you have to like edit this, you have to trim it out, you have to make it dramaful. Like these guys, like Pietro's working hard, man, working hard. Grenke, Grenke. In Germany. His opponent is really thinking about this next move. Okay, we get a move. We get a move. We get a move. What's the move? Knight to e4. Not a bad move. Pretty good move in my opinion. Pietro has to come back knight g4. This is the best move. Or king h8. King h8. But it's almost +4. And bishop g5. And after queen c7, there's queen d2. This is uh this is a resignable position. h6, g4. Oh my days. And the knight is trapped. Oh my days, that's crazy. That's astonishing. And if you take like this, the knight is still trapped. Bro, what is this? That is so unfortunate. That is a crazy variation, by the way. Oh my god. That's crazy. That's crazy. Bishop g5. Knight e4. Good move by the opponent, to be honest. That is an outpost for the knight, too. There's no pawns that can attack it. Like this pawn en passant. So knight g4 has to be played, and this is a hard move to see because, like, f5 and then knight d6 apparently, and then knight takes e5. Oh no, you have to sack the knight. Oh no, knight e5, knight e5, queen d6, knight g6, winning an exchange, e5. Wow, wow. wise person because he's making draws. Interesting take. Interesting take. Wonder what Sindarov did also while talking about wise people. Because Sindarov is winning the candidates with. Yesterday he was 6 out of 7. And I mean, he's crazy, man. Beating 2700 is like beating 1500, man. Crazy. Knight to g4. h3 f5. Knight g4, h3 f5. This does not look like a human variation. So, I'm assuming we're gonna get something like queen a5, b6, king h8 maybe. What is queen a5? Queen c1. Knight f5. And g4, I think. Knight to f5 is played, okay. Knight f5, and what about g4? Knight d4, bishop g5. Queen b6, knight f6. King h8, knight d4, take, queen f3 apparently. It's the winning sequence. But, knight f6, if we take instead, which is apparently the best move, bishop takes f6. What's the variation here? Rook e8, c3. Okay, computer says this, but let's say hypothetically speaking we take, which this looks better. King f8, queen h3, threatening mate into rook e7 apparently, and queen h7, and king e8, rook e3 apparently. And, I mean, like, guys, this, it doesn't matter how many pieces we take here, it's just like over. Bishop g7, rook f3, pardon me, rook f3, and like you have 3 pieces that are all sitting here. This position looks like it might crumble very fast, but the one that has to play bishop g5, he's still not playing bishop g5, which is very interesting for me. Bishop g5, not that hard of a move to play, in my opinion. It should be over soon here. Okay, so the camera is on a bit of a delay, because it just showed knight f5, but knight f5 was played like 2-3 minutes ago, so. Well, Pietro is up 20 minutes. I like that he's playing fast, because at least if something does happen, maybe he can get back into the game because of time. I doubt it, but still, it's a possibility. And like, you want to keep your options open. If you're losing, you don't want to just lose. Like, you don't want to get mated, and you don't want to lose too much material. But if you can stand alive for as long as possible, you just do that. Aceto, aceto. Okay. We get a move. Knight takes c5, a mistake. The opponent going after pitiful pawns. Ah, that hurt my soul. This pawn is irrelevant, guys. This pawn is as irrelevant as pawns get. Like, I mean, wait, let's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 8 on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, this is just not good. Knight c5, like bishop g5, queen b6, knight f6, king h8, queen c1, let's say a6, and g4. And the knight is officially... Okay, queen f4. What's the idea? Let's say queen c5. Queen f3, queen f2, queen h3. So the computer, in essence, all of its plans lead to all the way from here. Either here, or either from here, here. So that's the mating attack. But the opponent goes after this pawn. And this pawn has nothing to do with the game. Matter of fact, this pawn loses us time because now we can play b6. And after knight e4, the bishop comes out. Bishop b7. c5 is apparently the best move here. So let's play that and then bishop g5. But now there's queen d5 and there's counterplay. We're going to get counterplay, man. Which he did not have before. And bishop g5, bishop f6 is apparently the best move here. Pietro taking a think. Which he should, I think. I think he should think about this thing. So let's see. Let's see, man. Let's see. Here come. Let us see. Let us see. Knight e5. Okay, let's look at some other games while we wait for this one. Let's look at... Is there Rachel here? Rachel's game is not going on. I don't know why for the past 2 rounds her game has not shown. Mansur. Okay, I know this name, but I don't know who this is for some reason. Let's look. Mansur. Anat Kalia. Okay. Both from Germany. Both apparently content creators. Knight h2, interesting move. You don't want to move the same piece twice in the opening. I mean, maybe knight h4, but this is a backwards move. Okay. What else? Bishop g5 maybe? Yeah, bishop g5 is fine. That's move. So, okay. So we continue. I mean, what about bishop f4? Knight e4. Rook c1. Okay, so this looks interesting. Okay, let's move on from this position though. Wow, okay, so we are playing some attacking chess. G3 and Rook F7 were both mistakes. Why was G3 played? I'm assuming the idea is this. But G3 does not seem that logical. Like, you have every piece on the back rank, basically. You need to get these pieces out. G3 is apparently second best move? Wow. Man, this is not real. There's no way. This is crazy. Okay, let's go back to Pietro's game. That's enough of other people. Knight c5. Pietro's still thinking. Let's not go back. Any other... Okay. Alexander Bob. I don't know who this is, but apparently a content creator. Portugal. We get a London. Simple man. A man of many natures. Wow, okay, and we get an amazing position. I would probably play bishop d3, queen c2, knight g5. Knight d4. Knight f5. Knight f5 tinks. Oh, pardon me. Me and these arrows, man. Me and these arrows. Okay, so we get a move. We get a move by Pietro. Knight c5. Oh wait, we don't get a move. Knight c5. Computer went from +2 to +1. The game's accuracy is 81.5 from the white side and 72 from the black side. So Accurate still. Not too accurate, but still pretty accurate. 70% hit rate. Let's see it. Okay. And let me check this message. Yeah, so my coach my coach sent me a message, okay. Uh um shut my coach is gonna play a game, a tournament in Poland, I think. Poland? Avrupa Şampiyonu. European Championships, apparently. So we're gonna see. Man, I am Pietro's thinking here. Thinking for a while. For a while. Not too long. Not too short either. So this is the current board, exactly. This position is the current position right now. It's plus 1.5. The opponent is not, I don't think the opponent's gonna be able to convert. But that is based off of the fact that he hasn't been playing before. Bakalım, bakalım. Let's see, let's see. Pardon me, I just spoke Turkish. Let's see what's gonna go on. The party moves on. It's only move 14. This is so crazy to me that after 14 moves, a game can be winning or losing. Like yesterday, in my game yesterday, like I had no clue what was going on. Like I showed this morning to be honest, but I'm still in shock how I misplayed this. Pardon me, that's not the line. Let's take. This is my game against the 1615. And I misplayed this apparently. Like, look at this. Knight d7, bishop d3, and c5. And there's d5. And like, I'm losing the game basically. Well, I thought this. But computer laughs at my face and says, what are you doing? Which is interesting take. Yeah, this would have been horrible. I would not have wanted to go into this. So knight takes c5. Pietro's thinking here. I like that he's thinking because this is an opportunity for him. And let's see. Knight c5. Like classical games also, just like classical chess. That's what this is. Would knight then, because if he captures black back with his knight, we capture him with the queen if he doesn't fork him. It didn't translate the move, but I was thinking knight d5. Knight d5. d5 square, I don't see any knight that can go there. I mean, maybe like this, but this is like knight e7, knight e4, and then knight d5, but then bishop g5. And then after queen c7, there's c4 apparently. And this knight has to retreat, and wherever it retreats, it's not good because of knight f6. So, interesting idea, but doesn't quite work if it was something similar to this, of course. Oh my god. Let's see. f6. Yeah, f6 on the board. Pietro challenging the center. Let's see what the engine says. So engine says taking and knight e4 and c3 are all fine. All around plus 2.2. All of them. So 12 minutes for this move. Almost 13. Almost 13 minutes for this move. So f6, c3. Okay. I'm trying to understand. f6, knight e4, f takes, bishop e5, bishop e5, knight e5, and this position is just like you have two knights in the center. This bishop is not developing anytime soon. c5. Oh my god, no, this doesn't look good at all. What about b6? It says sack the pawn, and the computer says don't even take it because there's queen c7. Oh wow, wait, this is bad. Why is this not working? Wow, the knight gets trapped, so he can't take. So b6 does work. b6, c3, and then queen d5. Queen d5. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Pimple on my elbow. I'm so lost. I'm so lost. f6? Did we just get a move? No, I just moved. Okay. Okay. Pimple is killing me, man. This pimple is killing me. Knight d4. Okay, you meant knight d4. Knight c5, and you went knight d4 here. So it's not great, but knight e4, and then take, and then take, and then f5. F5 probably is not gonna be played though. B6, let's say. It's not too great though. I mean, it's a good attempt, but it's not too good practically. F6, good attempts, I think. Still, I mean, it's not good either. To be frank here, it's not amazing. But we're gonna see here. Okay, beautiful structure. Knight e4, f takes. Bishop takes and takes and takes, and this monstrous position here. Someone is blowing their thing out, their nose out. So Isaac, okay, thank you. No problem, brother. That's what we are here for. Let's see though. Allocate valuable resources. Six. Opponent is taking his time. He takes f6 on the board. Is it a bad move? It's engine's best or second best move. So not too shabby, but maybe some tactical ideas. Very far-fetched, but hit the bishop. Bishop takes. Knight g7. Gotta run the knight away. Knight to e4. And I mean, it's just the monstrous knights again. Like the knights, man. The knights. The knights. It's crazy. The knights are good, man. The knights are good. So e takes f6. Queen f6. Probably best move here. And then what we expect is this. What about, what else options are there? c3 maybe? Close the file. Make a barricade. And then play this. Something like this, maybe? Could be, could be. Knight to h4. I think I might take like this though. Queen f4, knight f2. What about sacking here? Oh, okay. So against this, there's this. I thought we might get in here, but there's no way in. Interesting game. Yeah, bishop f6. Okay. Pietro thinks for 3 minutes. Takes on f6 with the bishop. Not the best move, but it's the second best move. So, not too shabby. What about knight e4? Now we can take, okay. So this does keep his options open. I mess with it. c3, probably a good move here. Just shut down the bishop completely. You know, this is what we call a barrier in chess. It's a barrier. Just close everything down. And then queen e7, knight to e4, bishop g7, knight e5, and then c5, and then knight g4, and then b6, and then bishop g5, and queen b7. No, not queen b7. Let's play queen c7. Opponent plays c3 pretty fast. 1 minute, 35 seconds. Logical move. Shutting down the activity of the bishop. Also shutting down the knight here. Gonna pacify the knight also. So not too shabby. Not too shabby. Opponent's playing faster. Um, he needs to actually. He's been thinking a lot. So earlier in the game at least. Let's see what Pedro plays. Queen e7. Computer suggests queen e7. So queen e7, knight e4, bishop g7, a4. Rook f4. Knight f3, e5. This looks promising, kind of. Wait, opponent's not going there. Opponent is gonna play something like queen c2, and then bishop g4. It's not good. Apparently, knight to d4. Pardon me. Queen takes f4. Pawn was defending the rook. Wow. Okay. Interesting variations. Interesting variations. So stuff like this, you know. Oof. Look at this. Dunno. d3. Pietro thinking. Pietro thinking. The knights have the advantage in design and play, and even has entire strategy called the Knight's Dream. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 people in the stream today. Not too busy. Let me see what my mom is doing. What my mom. What is she doing? She's moving upstairs. Let me actually bring her. Let me see what she's doing. Anne sen misin? Mine anne nerede? Huh? Why not? Amina. Neden ki? Mina ben seni büyük ihtimal götürebileceğim de emin değilim. Bu maç uzayacak gibi gözüküyor. Yo biliyorum saat 1 dedin ya. Belki biter emin değilim. O zaman yetişmez büyük ihtimal. 12, 11:45. C3. What is Pietro thinking about? It's almost +3 position. Get C3 and it's just like it's a tightrope, man. We gotta see what happens here. Come. I'm waiting for a move here too, but I'm not too sure. Queen E7, knight to E4, bishop G7, A4, knight H4. No. And then bishop G5 apparently. Queen H5, G4. Don't want to trade off queens. This is a weird move though. Rook E3, and the queen is gone. Okay. Bishop F6, C3, Queen E7. Okay, so D4 also works here. And B6. Oh, we get knight to H4. Best move here is take, bishop G3, and then take and then take. This is apparently +3. Why is this +3? Okay, this is under attack. Queen F6, defend, knight E4. Okay, so this looks interesting. I'm trying to understand though, why is knight to H4 +3? Like this position right here. After this, why is this position +3? Queen F6 hit this. Queen D2, defend. E5, take the bishop out. Rook E2, bishop G4, apparently. And then F3, and bishop F5. And then G4. Wow, okay. And if we come back, it's not good. The tightrope. Okay, so this is why it's +4. But this does not look like a +4 position. This looks like a +1 position. This doesn't look +4 to me. Like, it looks like there's an advantage. I get it. But wait, actually, he's just up 2 clean pawns. What am I talking about? He's just up 2 clean pawns. Yeah, I did not realize that. Yeah, opponent's up 2 clean pawns. I just realized that. Oh, that's a problem. Oh no, let's not blunder this. Oh my god, let's not blunder this. Fuck. B4. B6, knight D3. C5, he takes C5. Bishop A6. And if you play something like A3 here, you can really quickly sell this advantage. Because you get pins. What about take? Okay, taking is slow, but apparently queen to F6 is not that slow. Because of F3. And then queen G5 hit this. And then queen E2 defend. But then so we got a lot of counterplay here. Okay, so this is still +1, but this looks much more scary than prior position. C6, this looks horrifyingly scary. Okay, so yeah, this looks pretty scary. I don't like this. So we have some interesting possibilities after knight h4. Let's see what the opponent picks. Best move is taking and then just going into what I showed. Best move is going into this. This is the basic position that Stockfish wants. And then something like this. Is it Is it playable? Yes. If we lose this e6 pawn, which we're pretty much guaranteed to lose it, I think we lose the game with it. But it is what it is, and we continue moving on. Like, we continue playing because it doesn't matter. Does not matter. By the way, what was the opponent's rating last game? I don't think he got any rating for that because he's not rated. His last opponent is not rated. Wow. Okay. Let's look at some other games here. Tamara Kadovic. Tamara Kodovic. Let's see. Wow, wait. This is theory? No way. This is theory? No way. A4, B5, and castles. This is theory, apparently. Wait, let me check the Explorer. There is no rated games. Okay, it's not theory. Very interesting game, by the way. I would have taken right here, for example. Right here. Interesting, interesting. I should have shut my mouth there. I'm so sorry for the audience. I think Pietro might be a bit sick because he was blowing out his nose. Where's Pietro's game? Here. White is winning in basically all of the games. Look at this. White's winning, white's winning, white's winning. Okay, there's 3 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 games black is winning, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, the ratio is pretty even. 7. So there's 7 games with white that's winning. Okay. Not too shabby. Alexander. Let's check this guy's score out. It just shows 1 game. Okay. Too shabby. Okay. Where's where is Pietro? H4. Opponent takes. I don't know what Pietro's thinking about, but he must take. Okay, so we're gonna get this, and then we're probably in this position. We're probably gonna get this actually. Wait, this is losing? Oh, because it's losing because of this, because the bishop's on the attack. So I think we're gonna guarantee see what I put in the game. So bishop h4, we get it after a minute of thought. I don't know why Pietro thought for a minute. It's one of those moves you make in like 1 second, I think. Maybe there's something there I didn't see. Not too sure. +3 position, and it's getting only more simple here, because the e6 pawn is weak, and it's just like it's crazy. Okay. Oh. Bishop g3. Okay. Bishop g3, rook g3. Interesting position, to be honest. Have you all tried guess the move training? How much wins does Pietro does? How many wins does he have? Let me check for you. Let me check for you. How many wins does Pietro have? He has 1, 2. He has 2 wins. 2 wins. And 1 point from a bye, I think. No, no, no. Just 2 wins. 2 wins. Yeah, he has 2 wins. He has 2 wins. Okay. So bishop g3 should be played, or queen d2. I don't know why the opponent's thinking too long for this. Bishop g3 or queen d2 looks pretty practical. Practical. Rook f5. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. We get. Let's look at it. We get g3. Okay, it's not a bad move. It's not a bad move. Apparently, queen e7. Oh, okay, so just attacking the knight. But then what if takes? Bishop takes? Okay, I'm not sure here. So, bishop g5 apparently best next move after. I don't like this g3 by the opponent, but it does work out. It does work out. Something like this. What happens if takes? f2? No way. And queen f5. Oh my days, look at that. Okay, so there is potential tactics in this position. Okay, so queen, bishop g5. What about bishop f6? Then knight e6. and this is way too passive. So bishop g3 to, I mean g3 to bishop g5 is best variation here. Man, I need this jacket though. I need this jacket. I'm freezing. I am freezing. Why is the basement so cold, Mandam? Why is it so cold? Like cold Palmer. Oh my god. Wait, let me check my backpack. Do I have anything in here? Okuyamayan şair öğretemez ona hiçbir muallim. There's this quote my dad was talking about. I don't know what he's saying. Sometimes my dad says some random stuff, but he does say some good stuff too. Like any other, you know, what I need. Boys, can we get a prediction if we win this game? Does Pietro Pietro draw this game? Game. Does Pietro draw this game? We're about to find out. Does Pietro draw this game, boys, lads, fellas? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? After bishop h4 g3. There is some e5 move here too. And after rook e5, bishop f6 apparently. This is complete BS though. That is just the engine doing engine things. Pietro is sick, I think. He is sick. I thought the camera cut off for a second, but it did not indeed. Let's see here. Let's see. Here. Still going, eh? Oh. Just go, boys. G3, G3, G3. Go. Recently watched the Judith Polgar documentary, and it's just like the way she's training and like the way she's training and the way they like go into games like to win, just to win every game is just crazy. Like it's just like, oh my God, it's just like every game she just goes in with like a crazy mentality, and it's just like astonishing to see how a player can be like so aggressive and want it so badly. And it's just like I was trying to do that this tournament, this weekend, and it's hard, man. Like you have to be resilient. Like not losing games is a thing, winning games. Like it's hard, man. It's hard. I played some mainline Catalan this weekend. Like, let me show you all. Let me show you all, actually. This was my game, once again, this weekend, which I got on Friday. C4, knight f3, e6, knight f3, e5, g3, bishop e7, bishop g2, castles, castles, take, queen c2. This is all normal stuff. Bishop d7, take, take, bishop g5, bishop d5, queen c2 here. So, how many moves? 12 moves of theory. And then my opponent plays h6. And then I take, and then he takes. And then I play rook d1. And then he plays knight c6. And I'm supposed to play knight d2, but I play knight c3. Kind of gambling a little bit. Rook d1, knight c6, knight c3, bishop f3, take, knight d4, take, take, bishop e4, queen e7, and we get queen to, what do I play here? I play rook a3, by me, practically speaking. And then I play rook a2. And it's just like, how am I not looking at checks here? Like, you have to look at checks, and when you look at the checks, you realize that this drops, and after this, it's just over. It's just horrible. And rook a2 instead, maybe e3. e3, apparently there's this nasty, like, I saw this in the game, but apparently there's queen c2, and after this, there's rook d3. And then something like this. Wow, this doesn't even work. You have to draw. If you move the queen anywhere, I just take here. Wow, what a variation. What a variation. So we get e5 on the board. Whoa, 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 whoa. We get e5? Wait, what's the idea? Let's say rook e5? What's the idea? Is it just to open up the bishop? I think it's just to open up the bishop. Because now bishop f6. Queen b3, king h8. Knight e6. Rook e6. And after something like queen b6, bishop h6. Wow. Oh. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Wow. E5. I think Pietro does it to open up the variations. I gotta use the restroom, boys. I gotta use the restroom. I'll be back 1 second. I gotta use the restroom. boys, we're back. We're back and loaded. He has currently one. Okay, please correct me if I am wrong though. No, Pietro has 3.5 out of 7. Lads, it's 3.5 out of 7. Okay, what do we have here? We have queen to b3, rook to f7, and bishop e5. I'm not sure where this is going, but it does not seem like it is going too well. Bishop e7, knight e4. I mean, this knight is just too strong. Bishop f5, we have to chop it down. Chop the knight down. And apparently queen, what about queen d7? Computer doesn't even bother taking, but you could take it also. Oh wow, what? Oh my god. What a variation, by the way. Just a sack. Just a sack. And it's material's not even that much winning. It's just like there's so many pawns. No, material is winning here with +2. Wow. Bishop e7 is a move here. Pietro up on the clock, but it looks tight. It looks tight, man. It looks tight. No. 3. Pietro going in. He sacks the bishop. He sacrifices the bishop. Wait, wait, wait. Are we cooking? I mean, we're not cooking because Stockfish is laughing at our face, but Queen h4. Pietro's trying his last shot. This is the final dance. Queen g4. This is the final dance. But I don't think there's anything here. The final dance. Only fools will resign. Oh my god. Bishop h4. What a move, man. It doesn't work out though. Rook e3, a beautiful defensive measure. And I think we might get a resignation after Rook e3 if we get into this position, which I think we have to, or else the opponent's going to lose. Opponent seems a little stressed out for no reason. He doesn't even have to take the bishop. Like, let's say, hypothetically speaking, okay, Pietro made it look nice and everything, but like, in all reality, he doesn't have to take. Like, if he doesn't want to take, he could just play some casual Rook e3, and it's still +3. So this is not really, like, this doesn't threaten anything, so we can just chill. Like, the opponent doesn't have to take. I'm assuming he will take because it's just free material. And it's just like, why not, you know, vibes. Queen here. Yeah, Pietro. Not going to get away with this one, I don't think so. Rook e3, Rook e3, Rook d8 apparently. And if I've ever seen a game come back from here, I don't think it works, boys. Rook to f3. To f3? Let me see. Rook f3? Okay, hold up. Rook e3 and then maybe here? But no, you can't. You can't play rook f3 because you're pinned. And like I said, worst case scenario, opponent doesn't even have to take. Like, opponent can play rook e3 and the position remains +3. So this is really not anything, like, I think Pietro's aware too. He's just trying to mix up the game because this is the last dance. This is the final supper. Final supper. And okay, if opponent plays rook e3 here, then we blunder mate in 2 because of queen f2. And then mate. Whoa. Who's screaming? Someone is screaming. Okay, so Pietro's trying his last thing here. Wait, what happened? I'm so confused. call. See what we get, though. Let's see what we get. Bishop h3. I'm assuming our opponent just takes, because there's no checks. Queen d5 doesn't work. Just take. Guys, do you all know if Pietro resigns? Pietro, I'm not sure if he resigns. Does he resign? I'm trying to remember. Does Pietro resign games? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I don't think so. What do we get? Bishop h3. Opponent should take. If opponent doesn't take, that's kind of the opponent showing that he's scared, but he shouldn't be. He takes and it's +5. Pietro goes for this. Let's see. I don't know if Pietro resigns. Do you all know? Let me see. The foolish will resign. The wise player might make a draw, but only a true genius can deliver checkmate. You got this, Pietro? Man, I wish, I wish, I wish. Opponent is staring at the bishop on h4. He is reconsidering his life decisions, and he is considering taking that. Whoa, what's wrong with my hair here? Let's. Why is my face so bright? What is this camera? Oh my god, I gotta get this changed out. I gotta get this changed out. I gotta get it changed out. Alright. The opponent is taking a think here. He seems like he's gonna move. He seems like he's confused. He doesn't see anything. He doesn't see anything. Yeah. Boys. Bishop h3. We get takes. We get takes on the board. The opponent does chop it down. Okay. G takes h4. It's chopped down. Pietro has to make a move here. Pietro's thinking. Let's see what he plays. There's nothing here, but let's see if Pietro can make something happen. I doubt it, because it is just over. His opponent is also just 1900, so he should just put him in the blender here. Like, after this position, of course. But let's see. Let us see. Thinking. Let's think along with him. Maybe. Wait. What about this? What about this, boys? Look, hear me out. Hear me out. What if we play Queen C8? Pardon me. Queen C8, and we threaten this. And then, let's say, oh, there's just Rook E4. All my hopes and dreams are cut off. So Pietro takes, and we should get Bishop G3, Queen G4, and Rook E3. After Rook E3, I think Pietro has a high likelihood of resigning, because it is, in fact, just over. But you never know. His opponent takes his sweet time, as he should. It's a completely winning position. He must take his time. Bishop G3 on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Opponent playing a good conversion here. Queen G4 should be played relatively quickly. It's the only chance. Not even if not Queen G4, it's Queen H5. So Queen H5. knight to e6 even. And this doesn't even work out because of knight to f4. And this is pinned. What if we unpin? Knight takes h3. What a defensive maneuver. What a defensive maneuver. Queen h5 seems like a better move now that I see it. But knight e6. I mean, there's also just rook e3, no? Oh, shoot, wait. This? And then knight to e6. And then this, and then this. It attacks the bishop, man. Maybe this is what Pietro saw. He saw queen h5 with the tempo on the knight, I think. And then after knight e6, this is what he missed. Because the rook can't move. So now this is attacked, and when this goes back, I mean, what are we doing here? Are we really serious here? Pietro taking a think here. Opponent calculated everything and found the correct variation. Props to him. Bishop g3. Queen to h5. Pietro did see this, yes, but the opponent probably not going to blunder. Even queen, even rook e7 here. And after rook f8, rook f7, rook f7, and then does rook e1 work? No, this doesn't work. Oh, this you get mated here. Oh my god. You have to be careful. Okay. So rook e7 can be played. So rook e7, not too shabby, and then rook f8, and then maybe we get knight e6. No, we take, and then knight e6. And then after this, we get this. And this defends everything. And after something like bishop c8, we get rook e1, threatening this, threatening that, and it's just over. So opponent has to make one more correct move, basically, and it's over. If he plays rook e7 or knight e6, it's over. If he does not play that, we may have a different result. But I doubt it. Let's see though. Let's see. Getting people tuned in right now. Manda. Oh, oh my god. Go. Ba. Opponent taking his time. You see, we're playing classical chess here, so there should be. I mean, this ending should have zero mistakes. It should just be a clean conversion, clean cut, straight to the neck. You know, just opponent looks like he's about to play a move. Let me go back to the board. Queen h5. Attacking the knight. Knight e6 is fine dining here. If you take, we take, and we cruise. We cruise here. So you're not going to take. And when you play this, we just play this. And the idea is defending mate, attacking this. And once you go back, we just come in ourselves. And it's actually pretty much, this is over. We are getting mated here. Knight g6. Oh my days, what a move. Take. Oh, we have bishop e5. And take, mate. Queen variation. Let's see what we get. What the heck? Why is this red? Let me refresh. Let me refresh voice. Okay. Let's see. Opponent has 21 minutes. He could use up literally every single minute here and still win, I'm assuming, because he's up a piece. Pietro with a good attempt, I think. Statistically speaking, instead of just losing that boring 2 pawns down endgame, this is much better, I think. This is a better mathematical chance, because if one mistake happens here, well, I don't know if it's a better mathematical chance, because I guess in the pawn endgame where he's down, not pawn endgame, in the endgame where he's down two pawns, I guess he has more chances of the opponent making mistakes. So statistically, he should have maybe not done this, but practically, I think it's a good attempt. He does realize that he's lost by his facial expressions. I can tell that he is quite bummed out, but it happens, man. It happens. Queen h5, seeing this. 1 hour 43 minutes into the stream. we are coming to an end here soon. I gotta find some tournaments to play also while we talk about that. Uh, any tournaments you all recommend? 76. Okay. This is crazy. This is crazy. Queen h5. Man, the opponent is taking his sweet time, man. As he should, though. Like, you can't really blame him. He just has to calculate one more sequence, and the game is over. And he gets how many points for this? He gets like 5, 6. 5, 6 rating points for this. Not too shabby, to be honest. Queen c4. What in tarnation? Queen c4. Queen f3 and queen e4. Wow, okay, so opponent plays a completely unexpected move here, but queen e4 and third queen f6, something like this. Queen to h4, hitting both the bishop and the thing. The queen. We have to trade, and this is just, there's nothing to play for here. This is just over. Rook e7, rook e1. Pietro. Not gonna take for too long, I think. Probably play a move here within 3 minutes, I think. Reasonable to say, I think. Queen c4. Maybe some g5 things. Maybe some, because this does still threaten this. Maybe some rook e3. No, 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 pardon me. Maybe this and then this. What about bishop g4? Rook to e7. Rook f8. Rook f7, rook f7. Knight to e4. Oh man, we threatened this. Let's say something like this, and this is a fork. Wow. Because the rook is pinned, so you can't take. Wow, okay. So queen c4 ends completely dead loss. Opponent finds a clean way to convert. Respects, and he's also threatening queen h4, so. Well, I guess he's not threatening, but it is a move. Wait, is he? Let's say he plays a6 and then this, and then let's say queen g4. Yeah, I mean, he is threatening to trade off queens. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so Pepsi Man to rescue somehow, checkmate somehow. Pepsi Man is not going to save us here. I don't think so, at least. Unfortunate, though. Unfortunate. Oh. Let's see. Is there? What was I gonna do, boys? Lads, I'm checking this out. Wow. Okay. Boys. Boys, boys, boys. We get him. We get him. What does Pietro play? Bishop to g4. Okay, so this is what we calculated. Wait, is this what we calculated? No, we calculated this. Exactly. Okay, this is what we calculated. And then 96. No, no, no. We calculated 94. Okay, this is what we calculated. and 94. So rookie 7 here, and it should be a wrap pretty soon. Opponent has 19 minutes. It's enough, but I mean, it's enough. It's enough. 19 minutes. One too many minutes. Pietro looking straight at us, at the camera. He seems bummed out. He doesn't like his position. It's normal, I guess. It's 12:30 in the States. It's around, what time is it there? I'm thinking the game started 3 hours ago. And I think it did start 3 hours ago. Man, I want to go to a tournament so badly. I actually want to play so badly. Is there any chance I get to play? Is there any chance? Like, this is... Pietro playing always makes me play. Like, I'm jealous. I'm actually so jealous right now. Rating player lookup. Let's look my rating up. Okay. It's rough, man. Oh, taking his time. Go. I don't know how I get a pimple on my elbow, chat. Hi, sup Pietro? Hopefully being an artist, Pietro can leave with another draw. Pietro, there's still hope. Imagine start doing a mental match against chat by using chess notation. Okay. So we just got a move being played. Wait, what was the move that got played? Wait, queen to h4? What? Oh, this is delayed. I'm sorry. Okay. I was so confused. I just thought Pietro played queen to h4 for a second instead of I thought I just saw this and I'm like, what the heck? Okay, opponent's taking way too long here for this position. You just play rook e7 and knight e4 and you just wrap it up. Wrap it up. Put it in a nice little package here. You just play rook e7. Opponent has to defend. You take that and then you play knight e4 and you threaten this. And then you just chill. And then you play something like queen here, knight f6 maybe. And then life moves on. We move on. But his opponent is overcomplicating matters in his own head, I think. He has to play a little faster here. I don't like how he's playing this slow. Ah, Lacido chat, Lacido chat. We got Zunhu, Zunhu v5. B5E. Oh, God. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. We get a move. Rook to E4? Bro, no way we're actually serious. What about bishop here? Rook H4? The opponent is overcomplicating matters. Okay. So I see the idea, and it's something like this. And if you take, we have this. Okay. Simple dimple, right? But why are we putting our rook on H4 when we can just cleanly win with things like this? Pietro, I think he's gonna speed up the pace a little bit here. Bishop F3, quite simple move in my opinion. And then we play Queen E5. Oh wait, we cannot play Queen E5. We play Queen G5. Rook H7, King H7. Take this, chop everything down, and maybe something like this, and then Knight T6, and it's all over. And it's all over, lads. Pietro. Oh my God. All right. He's thinking. I think we just get Bishop F3 here. Okay, we get a move. Bishop F3 as anticipated. Rook to H4, and it's pretty much all over. My opponent defended well. He defended interestingly. I did not see. I mean, I guess it's different when you're sitting down at the board, but I did not see this variational continuation. But let's see. Let's see. Let's chat. Bishop F3. I don't know. Opponent is thinking in times where I don't think he should be thinking too much. Like, this is an automatic move. It's an automatic move. And then you play Rook F4. And like, and this is just over. Rook to H4 on the board. Pietro might resign here in a second. I'm not too sure if he's gonna resign. I don't know if Pietro resigns. Okay, let's see. Let's see, boys. Let's see. Pietro thinking here. Probably gonna play Queen F5 or even resign. I'm not too sure. Let's see. seems like he might resign here. I'm not too sure. He seems pretty bummed out. It happens. It's okay. But let's see what Pietro does. I think he has realized that the opponent will convert cleanly here. He seems upset, as I would also be too. Unfortunate, man. Unfortunate. It's a rough game, man. This game is rough. This game is a rough game, man. It's just like you never know what's gonna happen. You never know. Okay, I can't. I'm streaming right now. We get queen to g5. We should expect this move here. Rook h7. Let's see what the opponent plays. I think after this, and then king takes this, and what we said before. Okay, yeah, this is over. We might get a resignation here. Queen g5, rook h7. Opponent takes his time, as always. Pietro's taking a sip of his water. Opponent, is he gonna play rook h7? He's itching his head. He's itching his head, and do we get it? Do we get it? We don't get it, indeed. We get a different move. We get knight to e4, just as clean, to be honest. Knight e4. I mean, it's clean. It's clean. It's clean. Rook e4. I mean, if Pietro takes with the bishop, it's over. If he doesn't take, it's also over. Just tough position, man. Is the candidates going on right now, boys? Let me check real quick. Let me check. Candidates. Pietro thinking here. Let's see. Let's see, boys. Pietro almost grabs a piece. He grabs a piece almost, but he doesn't quite grab it. He's trying to understand the position. Oh man, I should have brought out a steak from last night. I did not bring out a steak, man. What am I gonna eat? What am I gonna eat? I should have brought out a steak. Oh, flogging my meat. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. I got some good cuts from Costco. I don't know if you all have that in Europe. Costco, amazing, amazing cuts. 7 United States. Let's see, boys. Let's see. Pietro's thinking. Why does that happen? Does that happen because I'm gone and then come back? I don't know why that happens. Come on, Dom. This is crazy. It's crazy. Pietro trying to look for something. He doesn't see it. He plays bishop to c8. Bishop, queen to d8, pardon me. And there's just rook h7 here, boys. Rook h7 and it's just over. Rook h7, king h7, queen f7, king h6, bishop f4, g5, bishop g5, queen g5. Wait, is this all moves? What about this? And it's h3, but knight f6 also works. And queen has to take. Queen can't block. Queen g3 has to take. Rook f4. Your opponent doesn't play as queenie. I don't know why he's not playing thing. It's okay though. If he plays this, there's this. Oh no. Queen d5. Rook f7. Wow. And then what about this? This is kind of complicated. Not too complicated, but it is complicated. Pietro resigns. Get a resignation on the board. Unfortunate, man. Unfortunate. Unfortunate, man. Resignation. Let me text Pietro. They're talking. Okay. So Pietro does end up losing, but we're gonna wrap up the stream here. We're gonna wrap up. Pietro does end up losing the final game.